Yes, hello. Welcome back to another another video, another episode of Let That Brew Quickly, where we try and make known information about these fine brews that we're sipping, try and taste them, review them, give them our thoughts, try and make it information available to the people watching, the people listening. So before we get into it, let's just get the Let That Brew quote of the day off. Now, today's Let That Brew quote of the day is this: let's continue our manner of positivity. Let's drive our morale up and remain in the light that is benefiting us the most. Good times and bad times are inevitable, but practice time, growth time, acceptance time is what our focus should stay on. So that's the Let That Brew quote of the day. I hope you like that one. Hope that one appeals to you. Hope you can relate. Follow us on Twitter at Let That Brew, Instagram at Let That Brew podcast. That's we get through a lot of these sort of quotes, these sort of affirmations, these things we're trying to live by, receive in our beings, and be blessed, and hopefully they can touch someone in a positive way and affect them in a manner which will only enlighten them or enrich their thoughts or their flow of thoughts to trigger them to push forward and do something great and something they'll be happy with at the end of their endeavors. So we're gonna get straight into it, man, because today again is a lovely flavorsome tea. Different one. This not a lot to it, but there's a lot to it, if that makes sense. So let's get right into it. Today's tea is the East India Company Rose Buds Infusion, enchanting aromatic rosebuds to give a soothing sip. So that's the East India Tea Company Rose Buds. It's a great tea. We'll get into the ingredients. So we have rosebuds, and that's it. So yeah, we have rosebuds, and that's all that we have in this tea. So East India Company rosebuds, beautiful tea, striking aroma, something to definitely please the palate. Something I think is more of a recreational tea, good for dinner party, has beautiful aesthetics to it, and yeah, overall great tea. Love it. We love the East India Company Rose Buds. So we're just gonna get straight into the pouring once again. I'm sure that's what they want, so we'll dive into it. And this tea here is something special about the aesthetic. So as we pop that open, place that there. Now, if you can see, I don't know if you can, but this is literally rosebuds. Whoops, one dropped out. So we're just gonna get into it, So now, the East India Company suggests you put 8 to 10 buds per cup, per 200 milliliter cup. But again, I'm just gonna put more. We haven't got our infuser today because I'm gonna literally just drink it a bit differently. So if you see how they look, it's literally dried up roses. They smell as soon as you open that sort of as soon as you open that sort of that tin, you're gonna smell that smell, the rose, the dried rose. Brilliant. So today we've got our trusted beautiful golden leaf strainer here. Now I'm gonna pop some in the actual cup because that's just how I do, and then we'll place some of the buds in our leaf strainer. So that's more than 10, I'm sure of it. yeah, that's definitely more than 10. So we'll just give that a shut down there. So let's get to the pouring of this tea here, you know. Whilst we pour that, you know, just notice that this tea won't, you know, have an instant color change as the others. Now I'm gonna pour it real slow, just so that sort of the water on the buds in the leaf strainer just, you know, have an equal amount of brewing priority, because the ones in the actual mug will. I'm gonna fill it up. I'm gonna fill it up just so the water can sort of steam on them, and you know, the flavor can be induced into that brew there. So if you take a look, they'll probably start opening up, you know, budding out. You know, this is a beautiful tea. It's a beautiful tea, and we love it over here at Let That Brew. Absolutely love it. So whilst that's brewing, let's just get into a bit of the details a bit further into the actual ingredients. Now, these rose buds are sourced, well, for this particular tea here from East India Company, they're sourced in Iran. So these are Iranian sourced rose buds. Now again, there's some elephants on this tea. 1 out of 5 elephants. Again, correct me if you know, if you know what that is. And infusion number 2, it says you should pour it at 80 to 85 degrees. Now before I started this, the water was sitting there settling, so that's cool. So there's only one ingredient in this, and that's rose buds. Now the rose buds are beautiful ingredient, being that they are caffeine free naturally. Now some people get confused with the rose hips. That's like the petals of the actual rose flower or the rose bush, and these are much higher in vitamin C than the actual rose buds, but the rose buds are naturally caffeine free. So that's brilliant, you know, because some people again may not like the side effects of caffeine, you know, high energy, loss of sleep. This tea here is good for weight loss, menstrual stomach pain. It's high in antioxidants. So, you know, drinking the rose buds or brewing the rose buds itself as a tea is brilliant, you know, as an overall health benefit. Now, like I said before, me personally, I wouldn't drink this every day for health benefits, but definitely as a recreational tea, definitely, you know, something, you know, at a party that could, you know, possibly get some conversation started, or, you know, it just looks good on the eye. You know, it's a bit strange, it's a bit weird, it's out of the ordinary, it's not your everyday brew. So saying that, this is definitely a brilliant tea for a tea party, personally for me. Or, you know, again, if you literally just want to spread or divulge some new information to someone about this, again, you know, bring it out, let them see, let them smell, let them taste. A lot of people are going to say no before they've even tried, and that's a regular occurrence in a lot of our new age societies. As far as pricing for this tea here, so at East India Tea Company, this rosebuds tea for 50 grams stands at a price of £40. 50 grams for £40. Now I'm not going to tell you how many cups of tea you can make out of it, because that's up to you, but you know, it is quite highly priced. You could probably get the same sort of teas, you know, from other brands elsewhere. Again, I don't know if it's because, you know, they exclusively source it somewhere special, but again, that's for 50 grams. You're looking at a price mark of £40 for the East India Company Rose Buds tea. So that's brilliant. This has probably been brewing for roughly 3 to 4 minutes. Like I said, we put more than 8 to 10 buds in this. So what I'm gonna do here is let it brew maybe for a minute more. I'm gonna take the remainder. I'm gonna take the remainder of the buds, and I'm just gonna dip. I'm literally gonna dip that sort of. Just gonna dip that, that leaf into the buds, and maybe normally you should cover the mug or cover the cup or whatever you use, just so that you can really get the brew and get the steam and the heat not to escape, so it can really take its form and bud nicely. But like I said, if we just take out one of those buds, they've become, they've lost their color to the water. The water's become almost like a minty, limey color, and the buds have almost been stripped of their pink. They've almost been stripped of their pink. They become pale. That's due to the water drawing from its coloration, straining and drawing all the flavors and all the nutrients these buds have to offer. Yeah, this is brilliant. I'm in love with this. The smell coming off of it is potent, to say the least. So I think that's about ready to sip. Definitely ready to sip. We'll put our leaf strainer over here. So if we have a look, the colors become almost limey, a light sort of greeny, yellowy sort of color. It's not like some of the other teas which literally just darken the water instantly. This is a bit more of a subtle color. Definitely looks good. Definitely looks like it's ready to be tasted. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get to the sipping of the tea, East India Company Rose Buds. We're gonna get to the sipping of that brilliant tea. And the smell isn't, it doesn't like instantly go into your air passage and trigger those senses in your nose. It doesn't instantly do that. What it does do is it gives you a very brief, subtle hint. It's like small little kicks, almost like small little reverberations of the smell of the petals. It smells brilliant. It smells lovely, and it's not meant to be a super strong tea. It's meant to sort of flavor your water, sort of draw, like I said, mainly nutrients based. So draw whatever nutrients is in it, and and feed it to your body. So let's go ahead and take a sip of that tea there. Yeah. Just like how I remembered it, Yeah, not super strong. Very subtle, kick. Something we could definitely enjoy. Something I'm definitely enjoying, to say the least. Yeah. Yeah, I'm loving this. Definitely loving this one here. Again, like I said, it's not so strong that it puts you off, but it's definitely strong enough, to keep you wanting to sip more. It's definitely strong enough to make you want to have more and more. Sip. I can't see it drying your mouth out too much, because you know these teas tend to dry you out a lot. But again, very subtle hints of the rose, the smell, the aroma. Yeah, definitely like this. Definitely love this. Yeah. 100%. This is a good tea. Yeah. Definitely. I think it's safe to say that the East India Company Rosebuds tea definitely is Let That Brew approved. It's got it's wonderful taste, wonderful smell. Aesthetic wise, I think that's what we all are sort of drawn into more than anything, and definitely is top rated aesthetically. Like I said, a recreational tea for me, something I would share literally just to have a look, have a bit of excitement, something to start a conversation, to spark that sort of knowledge spreading conversation between you, or that knowledge spreading dialogue between you and another, or you and others. So yeah, East India Company tea, Let That Brew approved. Brilliant tea, love it. For more videos, information, follow our podcast series, Let That Brew podcast. Search it up on YouTube. More reviews wherever they'll be coming up. If any sort of information is not correct, hit us up, let us know what's going on. So that was the Let That Brew. Quickly follow us at Let That Brew podcast on Instagram, at Let That Brew on Twitter. The website coming soon, letthatbrew.com, letthatbrewlife.com, letthatbrewworld.com. It's gonna be crazy real soon. But yeah, get at us. This was Let That Brew quickly. Peace.
Real Talk Rhythms.